Red Devils and the Windang Sharks. This is Johnny Pett calling all the live action for Bar TV Sports as we see the Western Suburbs Red Devils first onto the paddock, as we see the Windang Sharks led onto the paddock by their skipper Ryan Hodgson. The major semi-final only a few weeks to go was won by Western Suburbs. They were the first team into the grand final. That game was won in extra time. The Devils looking to go back-to-back. They were last year's premiers. They're looking to go two in a row. The Windang Sharks trying to spoil the party for the Western Suburbs Red Devils. Both sides lining up here as the crowd will get to their feet as we'll pause for the national anthem in moments' time. Jordan Tyrone to referee this game. Darren Love and Cody Simmons are the touch judges. And there it is, the national anthem. Both sides slapping each other all over the back. The Western Suburbs Red Devils huddling up. Just looking across these sides, the Windang Sharks stacked with size. A great big forward pack led by Joel Skeets and Bevan Hodgson. The 13, Dean Hodgson, he's been a standout player for the Sharks this season. And on the other side for the Western Suburbs Red Devils, the ever-reliable Cody Buckman, a point-scoring machine, and the veteran, number 7, Darren Bartley. He'll look to add another grand final to his tally. The veteran of not only the Western Suburbs Red Devil, but this competition. It'll be a good match-up between him and also on the other side of the field, for the Windang Sharks, Jared Shotter, a very talented number 6, steers this team round the paddock so well. No Nathan Gallistegui for the Sharks. He's been ruled out with injury, and it looks like that Jared Pepper will go to fullback for them. We're about to get underway. The big dance, the last game of the season in this second division competition. Winner takes all. Here we go. Shotter to get us underway with a nice deep kickoff, landing just shy of the stripe. And it's going to be brought back in a very big, strong carry by the front rower, Price. He'll bring it out 15 metres from his own try line. Centre of the paddock. Slow to get up and play the ball there. To the right side they go. There's Buckman getting in early into first receiver, getting his hands on the ball. There at number 9, Hobson. Good ball to the other front row in Zohar. That's Tim Zohar taking his first carry of the game. He's about 18 shy of halfway. They'll continue to go to the open side. There goes the number 20 in Arndit. So Arndit starting this game for the Devils. Bartley with the ball. He'll put it on the boot, but it's gone straight down the throat of Pepper there. Bartley, a very good sharpshooter with the boot, kicking in the field of play. That one going just straight down the throat of Pepper, and he'll be brought to the ground about 25 metres out from his try line. They'll go back to the centre of the paddock there. Hodgson, the skipper, the halfback. He'll take his first carry of the set. The Devils' defence up in the grill early of the Sharks. There's Joel Hansen, another veteran of this competition. He's brought to the ground 11 shy of halfway. To the short side they go. There goes Hodgson. That's Bevan Hodgson, one of 3 Hodgsons in this Sharks outfit. Again, they'll go the short side, but a first error there from Corrin. Dane Corrin just trying to get that pass up and quick, a little bit too eager there. So there's the first mistake of the day, just inside Western Suburbs territory. We'll see a scrum and fed by the Devils, about 2 metres shy of the halfway line. As we see, it's 35-minute halves in this competition, so we're only about 2 minutes into play so far. 0-all on the scoreboard. Referee Tyrone Jordan just laying down the law here early about how he wants this scrum packed. Bartley to field the scrum. There's the centre in Woods. He'll take his carry over the halfway line, centre of the paddock. Hobson at acting half. To the right, he will go to Zohar. Zohar just steps off the right there, trying to get behind the ruck and puncture the Sharks line. Again, the big bopper looking to go again, but the dummy half in Hobson, he shows and goes, brought down, earned it to Bartley. Bartley goes out the back to Oyson. Oyson gets onto the centre in Zach Rodriguez. He's shut down there by Hanson. Bunyan. Good carry there by the back rower. Last tackle, 15 out. Goes to the front rower, tips it on there to Bartley. Bartley puts it high, looking for his chasers to be onside. Pressure on the Sharks winger. Well taken there by number 2, Alex Wasson. Tyrone Jordan will say that Alex Wasson jumped from the field of play and took that one in his own goal, so it'll be a line dropout. So a pinpoint kick there from Bartley. The chase good for the Devils. They'll get another shot at the Sharks lineup, and it'll be Shotter. Good off the boot there from Shotter, but it's straight down the throat of one of the Devils players. Arnott will take the first carry, and it's a good carry back from the dropout. Quick play the ball from Arnott. Another big bopper in Price. He'll take the second carry. Good meters in these first 2 tackles for the Devils. They're 15 shy of the try line. Bartley, he'll shape to go short, but he dummies, gets it, flicks it back out there to Hedaya. Hedaya looking for support. He's pumping those big legs. He'll be brought down a metre shy of the try line. Hedaya to get up and play the ball. Quick play the ball there. Price with a carry. He's looking to crash over. The Devils, they're about inches from that try line. Out the back to Bartley. What can he construct? Dummies. Goes himself. Trying to fool the Sharks defence, but he can't. Shot her up in the grill with the assistance of a couple of other Sharks players. Oyson. He'll go to the line. Puts it on the boot. Looks like it's going to be too deep, and that it is. Good defence there from the Sharks. They threw a bit at him, then the Devils, but it's going to be a 7-20 here for the Windang Sharks. Hanson, he'll take the first one. He makes about 8 metres there, but he's swamped by 2 of the Devils players, trying to get to his feet, quickly play the ball. That he does. They'll continue to go that right side. The front rower in Skeets. He's led the way up front all season for the Sharks. He'll be looking to do it again on the final game of the year. Hodgson on to Shields, and Shields brought down 8 shy of half. To the open side, the Sharks go. Another one by Skeet. Just steps off the left, looking for a gap in between this Devils defensive line. He can't find it. Still in their own half, the Sharks. And it's a good run there by Dean Hodgson, the standout for the Sharks this season. He gets the Sharks going forward, and he'll get a penalty awarded to him there. A second effort there from, looked like the big front rower in Todd Price there. Just a second effort on Hodgson while he was trying to get up and get a quick play the ball. So we'll see the Sharks here through Ryan Hodgson, kick for touch. A nice touch finder there from Hodgson. It'll land about 25 out from the Devils try line. Let's see what they can do. It's their first attacking set close to the Devils line for the Sharks. There's one. Centre of the paddock. They've got options left to right here, the Sharks. They'll continue to go to the open side left. Shotter onto Hodgson. Hodgson shows to Tough, but doesn't need to use him, goes himself. He's 10 out from the try line, 15 in from the western sideline. Back to the open side. They go through Hockey. That's Jack Hockey. He'll take his first carry of the game. 7 out. Again to that open side there. Skeets. Busy early, the big front rower. Looking to stamp his authority on this game. Hodgson's out the back. And it's a flat ball to the back rower in Daniel Shields. It's hot potato football, but it's gone out the sideline there. A chance gone begging for the Sharks. Nice little second phase play there. But they just couldn't execute that on that right-hand side there. Voltheus. Well, if he got that ball in his arm, it could have been the first try of the game. It's gone over that eastern touch line. The Devils will feed the scrum. 10 out from their own try line. 7 gone so far in this first half of the second division grand final. Ball's out. It's a nice carry there. First up carry from Beach. Quick play the ball there. Here comes Bournemouth off his picket swing. Puts a palm out on Shotter. Just fends him off there. Woods. He'll take a scoot out of acting half. He's brought down 2 metres shy from the halfway line. They've got numbers to the left here, the Devils. That way they go through Bartley. Bartley tips it on there to Arnott. And Arnott's brought down over the halfway line into Sharks territory. to the open side, the big forward, Zohar. Zohar splits the first one, can't get past the second, looking to get to his knees and play the ball quick. That he does. Bartley takes advantage of that on the short side, kicks it over the top, but again that kick straight down the throat of Jared Pepper. He's positioned himself well at fullback here, the number 3. With no Nathan Gallistegui, someone has got to stand up today at the back for the Sharks, and it looks like that man Pepper will do that today. He's been good there with his first 2 placements from the Bartley kick. Hansen out of acting half. Easy meters there from the veteran centre. They'll continue to go to the left-hand side through Shields. Shields trying to get to his feet and play the ball quick. He does. Back to the open side they go, the Sharks. Playing it up the middle of the paddock there through Bevan Hodgson. He'll play the ball on the last, a metre out from the halfway line to Shotter. Shotter shapes to kick, dummies, clips one over the ear, gets to his feet. They've got numbers, the Sharks. Oh, they had numbers to the left there, but the back rower in hockey just put it to the boot, and it's gone over the dead ball line. The Devil will come back for a 7-20. Well, if they had a look there, hockey, he had numbers to his left, had a 3-on-1 situation. So they're going to have to defend up here, the Sharks. 7 tackles up their sleeve, do the Devils. Here's Bourneman coming in off the picket swing for a carry. Trying to get up and play the ball quick. That he does. No markers in front of him. So the dummy half, Hobson, he'll go himself. Picks up a cheeky 10 metres there. So on only 1 tackle gone. They're just inside their own territory. About to go over the halfway stripe. They'll do that through big Tim Zohar. Zohar's brought down 5 metres into the Sharks' half. Again, they'll go to the left. That's Arndt. He'll take his first carry of this set. Busy early, the big number 20. Again, the short side. Oyson puts it onto that left foot. Chips it in between centre and winger. Into the in-goal line. Chases are all on. A good chase there from the Devils. Flying there through. Looked like Jay Phillips out there. But it's just been battered over the left. Sorry, that was Bourneman. Battered over the dead ball line. So the Sharks will come back to the 20 metres for 7 tackles. Hansen puts it on his foot, goes forward, pinches 10. Marker's not square, taking advantage there from Corrin. He'll pick up another 10. They're on the 40-metre stripe. Tough, met absolutely front on there by the Devils' defence. He'll be brought down 4 shy of the halfway line. Scoots looks to shape inside, goes himself. 3 of the Devils take him down. Rolled on his back, Scoots. He'll get to his feet, play the ball. They'll go to the right-hand side. Hodgson to the back rower in. Daniel Shields. Shields throws that one out, comes loose. It's 6 again. Flicked out the back again. Pepper. He's got the ball. 0 tackles now. Slow to get to his feet. Hansen is acting half. It'll go to Daniel Shields. Running a bit crossfield here is the Sharks' back rower. Brings it to the middle of the paddock. Shotter. He got a good ball there to Hodgson. And Hodgson's going to get a penalty awarded to him. A high shot there on the Windang Sharks. Lock forward. We'll just see what the call is here. And we're going to see a 2-point. So with the wealth of possession at the moment the Sharks have had up their sleeve, they're going to opt for the 2. And we'll see sharpshooter Joel Hansen step up and put this one on the tee. Try and add the first points for the day. And Shane Donoghue and Darren Bartley would have to think it's a little bit of respect shown from the Windang Sharks that they're taking the 2 points on offer. Because with bulk of possession there, you would have think they would have pressed on and try and puncture this Devils lineup. But with these 2 sides both finishing on equal competition points throughout the year, it was only 4 and against splitting them that awarded the Windang Sharks the minor premiership. That points will be at a premium today. So we see Joel Hansen step into this one. Looks good off the boot, and that it is. It's over the black dot down the northern end. So the Windang Sharks first to get on the board here in the second division, a grand final. Conversion, a penalty goal to the number 4, Joel Hansen. The Windang Sharks 2, the Western Suburbs Red Devils yet to score. Still 23 minutes remaining in this first half of this grand final. And Cody Buckman will bring it back to halfway and place the ball on the tee. And get us back underway. A nice deep kick there from Buckman. Lands in the throw to Hodgson. And Scoots pushes his way off the back fence. to take the first carry. Good metres from the first carry from Scoots. Too shy from the 20-metre line. Now they're over the 20-metre line there. Through the second carry there. There's Bevan Hodgson. So the two props are gone 1-2 here. Tackle 2 for the Sharks. Shotter on the left. Gets it onto the Hodgson. Hodgson gets an old school wrap around there. It's onto the winger in. Wasson. Wasson gets past the first. He can't get past the second. Great one-on-one tackle there. The strip from Darren Bartley. There's the knowledge and the skill from the veteran there. Good play there from the Sharks. The Western Suburbs veteran. Todd Price carries this over the halfway line. Hobson at acting half, pleading for a penalty. Not heard there by Tyrone Jordan. Sribanovsky, he's onto the paddock for his first carry. And he gets it out the back. Flicks it on to Hobson. Hobson on to Bartley. Bartley's got numbers to the left. Trying to get the arm free, but a good tackle there from Hanson. Wrapping the ball up on Bartley. They're 12 out on the last, the Devils. Oyson, cross kick. Looking for his outside backs. It's leapt up high there. Punch back from the Devils. Buckman's got it. He's got the corner inside. He gets there. Great try there from Cody Buckman. He had the never say die attitude there on the ball, but it was battered back well by Ben Beach from the cross kick from Oyson. And Cody Buckman grabbed the ball, had a sight for the corner post, and he slams the ball down. The Devils, they'll go in front. They hit back with a try. And that try-scoring machine, the point-scoring machine for the Devils, Cody Buckman, slams it down. The Devils 4, the Sharks 2. So Cody Buckman there adds another try to his season tally, and he'll try and convert his own try. It's about 50 centimetres in from that Western touchline. And the Sharks just all huddled up back there in their in goal. It was a great leap there from Ben Beach. He leapt high up against his opposite winger in the Sharks and just batted that one back. And Buckman got the bounce. Still had work to do. He's about 20 metres out here, Buckman. Couple of blades of grass in from the Western touchline. The sharpshooter Buckman. Looks good, real good off the boot. That it is, just over the black dot there. So Buckman adds the extras to his try. The Devils 6, the Sharks 2. 19 and a half still remaining in this first half of rugby league. And the 6, Jared Shotter, will bring it back to halfway to get us rocking and rolling. It's a wobbly one off the boot from Shotter. Put on the foot from Bartley. Bartley tips it on there to Sribanovsky. And the big bopper pumps those legs back into the middle of the paddock. He'll play the ball 22 out from his try line. There's the 14, Shane Donoghue, the captain coach, onto the field there. The Kurt Gidley of this side. Gives himself the C next to his name and the 14, Guernsey. And it splits, finds Oyson. Oyson into the clear, beats the fullback. Oyson's away. Sam Oyson, no one around him. They go back to back, the Devils. Great work there from the Devils. Well, it was great lead-up play there from the big front rower. Sam Oyson gets the ball. Off he goes, fullback to beat. Absolutely puts a clinic on there, beating the Windang Sharks fullback. 2 tries in under a minute there for the Devils. The Sharks, they're shell-shocked there in the in-goal line, huddled around. And the Devils faithful here, on their feet, cheering their side. They're looking to go back to back. So that'll give them a bit of confidence there. This young side led around the paddock by a couple of veterans in Shane Donoghue and Darren Bartley. And we just seen through the middle there, that second phase play. So Buckman here, much easier attempt for 2 points than his last one. No mistake there from Cody Buckman. 2 from 2 with the boot today, Buckman so far. The Devils 12, the Sharks 2, 17 and a half remaining in this first half. And they'll want to wipe that from their minds, the Sharks, and get a better defensive set than their last one. Shotter to get us back underway again. Straight nard down the middle of the field. It's rebounded off Buckman. It's going to go into the arms of one of the Sharks players. That it does through Shields. Well, Buckman's absolutely need that one back 30 metres. So now it's the Sharks' turn. Big carry there from Hodgson. Dean Hodgson, centre of the paddock, 8 out. They'll go to the left through Bevan Hodgson. The Hodgson boys going 1-2. They've got numbers to the left here, the Sharks. Which way will they go? Coronet acting half. He'll go to Shotter. Shotter goes out the back to the centre in Pepper. Pepper gets it on to Wasson. Wasson goes back infield. Can't get past the one-on-one tackle there from Bartley. So they're 4 out from the try line, the Sharks. They're looking to get back on the scoreboard. There's the replacement front rower in Jones. That's big Matt Jones. Trying to get over the stripe. 3 of the Devils players stopping him from getting over the stripe. They're 1 metre out. Shotter to Hodgson. Hodgson goes crossfield. Got Shields. Shields has got the arm free. Flicks it out there to Hodgson. Hodgson looking for the line. Try time for the Sharks. It goes to Ryan Hodgson, the captain coach. Great second phase play there from the Sharks. They'll hit back on the scoreboard. The Devils, they just fell asleep there a little bit on the Sharks attack. So Ryan Hodgson there gets his name on the scoreboard. It was good lead-up work there from the Sharks, but all came from the kickoff there. The Devils just couldn't grasp the kickoff from Shotter. It rebounded off Cody Buckman's knee, went back into the Sharks. And from there, they were just too strong, too classy there, the Sharks. Spread the ball from left to right. And the defence of the Devils just couldn't withhold that set of 6. So a very difficult conversion here for Joel Hansen. He's about 22 out and only a blade of grass in from that eastern touchline. So they needed to hit back there, the Sharks. They let 2 tries in back-to-back there. So Joel Hansen just summing this one up. Trying to get a perfect score off the boot today. He's 1 from 1 so far. This one curling, hits the upright. So the conversion unsuccessful. The score will remain the Western Suburbs Red Devils 12, the Windang Sharks 6, 14 and a half to go in the first half of this second division grand final. Couple of changes being made. Kyle Hardy onto the paddock for the Western Suburbs Red Devils. He will replace Big Todd Price. Buckman gets us back underway. Carbon copy of the last kickoff straight down the throat of Hodgson. And the replacement forward in Jones, just pushing off the back fence for his first carry. Brings it out about 18 metres out from the try line. Again, they'll go to that left-hand side, the Sharks, where they've had a little bit of success making some ground out of their own area. 20 out from half, centre of the paddock, the Sharks. Shields. He's brought down 8 shy of half. Back to the open side. Jones. Just inside his own territory. Sloppy play the ball there. Wasn't picked up. Goes to the boot of Hodgson. Puts it high. Pressure on Bourneman. But Bourneman swallows this one up about 8 metres out from his own try line. Runs into a wall of Sharks players. But gets past 1. Gets past 2. Gets past 3. Bourneman eventually brought to the ground. They'll go the open side. Bit of a bubble there from Beach. Beach gets to his feet, play the ball. Safala Hala on the paddock. Gets free, got the arm free, looking to get it out. He can't. They bring him down. A good metres there from Harler. Dummy out of acting half there from Matrevsky. Harler. It's his second carry of this set. On the last, they're 20 out. Goes to Bartley, bubbles it, catches it around his back, then absolutely flattened there. Tyrone Jordan's said it's gone back, play on. And finally the kick ends up about 8 metres out from the Sharks lineup, and Hansen, he'll take a scoot out of acting half. Swamped there by 3 of the Devils players. Good front on one-on-one tackle there from the Devils replacement hooker in Matrevsky. The Sharks on 4 on the 30-metre line. Scoots back on the paddock. So it's the last one here, and they're still 15 shy of halfway. It goes to Shotter. Shotter puts it on the boots. An old-school torpedo swallowed up there by Buckman at the back. And Buckman brings it back just shy of the 40-metre strike, 12 shy of halfway. And the Devils still trying to get back behind the play the ball. Beach comes in off his right-hand side. Pickett swing for a carry. Gets to his feet. Quick play the ball. Back to the open side. Oyson. He'll tip it on to Arnott. And Arnott, he's over the halfway line into Sharks territory. Matrevsky at acting half to Oyson. Oyson with a face ball out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dragged along the ground there by Joel Hansen. Trying to put him over the sideline. Oyson, he's got the ball into Shane Donoghue, the skipper, on the last. Bartley's on the short side. That way they go. Chips it over the top. Oyson's in chase. And Oyson flattened trying to get that ball. But it's going to be a penalty to the Windang Sharks there. They're going to say Oyson was in front of Bartley when he kicked the ball. So it was a nice little trick play there from Bartley, but Oyson just overrun it. He overcommitted himself there on the chase, so the penalty's awarded to the Sharks, and we'll see Ryan Hodgson kick for touch and get his side a little bit further down the paddock as we see Joel Hansen tap it on his foot and go forward. 12-6 still the score. Scoots. Nice carry there from the front row, attracting 3 of the Devils players. He's just inside his own territory. Dean Hodgson over halfway, but again, we're going to see a penalty awarded for a high tackle. I think that's the second high tackle they've had on Dean Hodgson in this game. So we're into the final 10 minutes of this first half, and it's back-to-back penalties awarded to the Sharks. A little bit of ill discipline here from the Devils, just allowing this big Windang pack to march their way down the paddock. There's the first. They're 30 metres out. Scoots brings it into the centre of the paddock. A nice 10-metre carry there from the front rower. So they're 20 out, centre of the paddock. Shotter goes to the line. Gives a short ball there onto Hockey. And Hockey's absolutely flattened there. Good defensive read from the Devils. Back to the open side. Nikitaris back off the grain. Gets past the first. Gets the ball out. Flicks it on to Jack Hockey. And Hockey crosses over. Well, what about the run from Nikitaris, was it? Fresh on the paddock there. Comes off the grain. Gets the arm free. And Jack Hockey, the benefactor of that run from Nikitaris, crosses over. The Sharks back on the scoreboard. They're 10, the Devils 12, kick to come. We could all be locked up here after this kick. But it was on the back of 2 piggyback penalties from the Devils. They just allowed the Sharks to march their way down the paddock. And you can't give either one of these sides those opportunities, because they will hurt you if they get given the opportunity. We've got the best 2 teams of this competition throughout 2019 facing each other in the grand final. And we're witnessing why both of these teams are here. So Hansen, he's about 15 out and 15 in from this western touchline. This kick to level up the scores at 12 all. And Hansen just summing this one up, taking his time. Knows how important this kick is. Strikes it, looks good, curls it back. Flags are up. The veteran touchy, Darren Love, puts the flag up there. He'll be looking for a smoke at half-time, old Lovey. As we see, the scores locked up, 12 all. 7.5 remaining in this second division Shield Grand Final. It's the Devils 12, the Sharks 12. And it's a wobbly kickoff from Buckman. It's a shallow one, bouncing all over the place, but eventually it's fielded by the Sharks on their 20-metre line. Scoots. He'll take a first carry, attracts 4 of the Devils players. Big Jared Oliveira onto the paddock for the Devils. He'll try and make some impact off the bench. Good carry there from the Sharks back rower in Shields. Shields flicks it out the back to Corrin. Corrin looking to make a few extra metres. He can't. He's wrapped there by Kyle Hardy. 8 shy of halfway. Nikitaris steams onto that one. They're not going to let him run as freely as his last carry there, the Devils. Wrapped up 2 out from half to the open side. The busy number 8, Scoots. He'll take his second carry of this set. Just pumping those legs. Getting down the paddock a little bit further. Standing in tackle on the last. Goes to Hodgson. Hodgson puts it high and it's wobbly off the boot. Beach swallows this one up. Slips in his attempt to bring the ball back. And he's copped there a little bit high there from Nikitaris, but it's come off the shoulder. So Beach will play the ball. Good carry there from Bournemouth. Gets past the first, can't get past the second. Quick play the ball. Matrevsky sees no markers in front of him. Gets it on to Hardy. And Hardy brings it over the halfway line. That's 3 good quick play the balls from the Devils. They'll spread it wide to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to get past the Sharks defence. He can't. They're 20 out from the try line. Good set this from the Devils. Earned it. He'll settle this one up, trying to bring it back to the middle of the paddock on the last. 12 out. Goes to Bartley. Bartley looking for that cross kick again. That he does. Looking for Beach. Batted back. Ends up into the arms of Woods. And Woods crosses. Great try there from the Devils. Another one there. A cross kick batted back. This time Brendan Woods, the benefactor of that. Gets the ball. Slams it down. And the Devils are back in front. 16 points to 12. A try to Brendan Woods. Oh, they're shell-shocked, the Sharks. Look at them. Heads are down in the in goal after that. They would have talked about it after the last try to Cody Buckman about the cross kick and the bat back. They've let it happen again. And we'll see Buckman with a much easier conversion than his last attempt from the sideline. He'll try and keep a perfect strike rate off the boot today with this attempt. 4.5 out from half time. And a big shift in the game this, because points before half time, so crucial. Psychological advantage goes to the Western Suburbs Red Devils from posting points before half time. And I'm sure Shane Donoghue will absolutely be stoked at the way that the Devils reacted there. That set of 6 was absolutely sensational. They worked their way up the middle off the back of a couple of quick play the balls. And the ever-reliable boot of Darren Bartley. So we see Buckman step into this one. Looks good. That it is. Straight over the black dot. He's 3 from 3 with the boot today, Buckman. West 18. Windang 12. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. As we see Shotter get us underway again. A nice deep kickoff there from the number 6. Swallowed up there from Oliveira, just inside the dead ball line. That looks like a little old school goose step he had. But straight into the front row with Scoots. And Scoots just stamps his authority there and rolls Oliveira onto his back. Donoghue, the captain coach, he'll take set carry number 2. Again to the left, they'll go through Arndt. Arndt trying to get his arm free. Gets to his feet, Matrevsky. darting around acting half. The marker's not on there, so he goes himself. Brendan Nobbs. He gets one-on-one strip there from the Sharks. Well, they've just under 3 minutes remaining. The Sharks have got the ball. We see Hansen taking a scoot, but Brendan Nobbs wrapping up Hansen there, getting out of marker quickly. So the Devils will be trying to keep the Sharks in their own half. Good defence there from Bartley on Hodgson. So there's 3 tackles gone. They're still inside their half. They haven't made any metres in those 3 tackles. Eventually they'll go 4 through Nick Ataris, who's absolutely whacked there from Oliveira over the top. Bartley down low, Oliveira over the top. Absolutely whacks Nick Ataris. Scoots as a carry. And a little bit too eager here, the Devils in defence. Referee Tyrone Jordan just blowing the penalty there for the offside. So with just 2 minutes till half time, the Sharks would love to even it up on the scoreboard. So Nick Ataris off the paddock, Jade Lucas on for the Sharks. There's carry 1 for the Sharks, they're 20 out. Lucas, that's his first touch and he's knocked it on and ends up in the arms of Arnott. And Arnott carries this one forward. Well, they're let off the hook there, the Devils, the Sharks. Blown that chance there, minute and a half remaining. Rodriguez trying to get round Hansen. He can't. Hansen wrestles him to the ground, throws him down with his collar. Back to the open side. Brendan Nobbs goes to the line. Shapes to pass. He doesn't. Donahue. Oliveira. Pumping those big legs. Trying to get down the paddock a little bit more. So they're 25 out, the Devils. Can they get a try before half time? Matrevsky. Collared there. Over the top by the back rower in hockey. To the open, the blind side. Bartley looks to go the back to Buckman. Defence up on Bartley, too eager. Last tackle. Well, they got their key kicker playing the ball. Where's it going to go? Goes to Oyson. Oyson goes crossfield. It's deep. It's high. It's fielded by Rodriguez, who couldn't get it back in the field of play. And it'll come back for a 7-20. We're into the last 30 seconds of the first half here. I don't think the Sharks will be too eager to get the ball back. So they're taking their time here, the Sharks. Corrin with the ball. Put it on the boot, and now with carry number 1, only a couple of metres there for Jade Lucas. Skeets. Skeets gets to his feet, plays the ball. They'll continue to go that short side, the Sharks. They've got numbers. Hansen. Good defensive read by Bournemouth there, coming in off his wing to shut down Hansen. Back to the open side they go. Jade Lucas with carry number 2. Bumps off, looks to get that arm free. But the Devils wrap Jade Lucas up as we hear the halftime siren sounded here at Collegiate Sporting Complex. And we'll see both sides jog off the field into the sheds for the halftime break. It is 18 points to 12 in favour of the Western Suburbs Red Devils in this second division Shield Grand Final. We'll take a short break and be back for all the second half live action in just a few moments. Well, welcome back to Collegiate Sporting Complex. Second half about to get underway in this second division grand final between the Western Suburbs Red Devils and the Windang Sharks. 35 minutes to go until we see one of these sides lift that trophy aloft after the full-time siren. 18-12 the half-time score to the Western Suburbs Red Devils. As we see Tyrone Jordan, could possibly be his last game with the whistle. Not too sure there. Few rumours flying around. As we heard, seen in this fixture last year, veteran referee Dale Whiteman hanging the whistle up after the game. Could it be Tyrone Jordan's last? We'll have to wait and see. We see Cody Buckman about to get us back underway. That man, Tyrone Jordan, blows the whistle, back underway. Buckman kicks this one high down the throat of Shotter. Shotter fills that on his 10-metre line. Gives it back to the Windang Sharks front rower, who pushes off the back fence for the first carry. Brings it about 22 out from his try line. Here's Skeets with carry number 2 of the set. The big number 8 earns his side 8 metres down the field. The back rower Shields. Strong carry there. Bit of purpose shown in that carry. But he's been flexed in that tackle and hasn't got to his feet yet, as we see a few words thrown between the Sharks and the Devils. No malice in that, so nothing in it. Shields will play the ball. Coronet acting half. Skeets tips it on there to Hockey. Hockey brings it back to the centre of the paddock. 10 out from half. Corrin goes to the left. Hodgson, Dean Hodgson, goes. Halfway line. Hodgson will get up and play the ball on the last. They'll go to the short side to Shotter. Shotter steps off the left. Puts a wobbly one down, but it's landed down the throat of Buckman. His fullback position play has been sensational today. The Western Suburbs custodian. Bourneman off his picket swing for a carry. So tackle number 2 in there, just shy of halfway line, the Devils. Price. Over the halfway line. 8 metres into Sharks territory. Bartley, dummies on the inside, goes himself. Corrin gets him round the bootlaces. They'll continue to go that side through Zohar. Last tackle. Bartley puts it high. Chases are all on. Lets it bounce. Comes up into the arms of Woods. And Woods, he'll get an early try. That's try number 2 for Brendan Woods. Another one off the boot of that man Bartley. Will they let that one bounce there, the Sharks? And Brendan Woods, the benefactor of that. So that's another try from a kick. 2 kicks from Bartley resulted in 2 tries. And we've seen Oyson with one earlier on. So the Devils 22, the Windang Sharks 12. And a perfect start from the Devils to extend their lead. And a shell-shock Sharks outfit just huddled up in the in goal. Well, you think the message will be sent out to forget about that one. Plenty of time still on the scoreboard. But I'm sure the message will be to field those kicks and don't let them bounce. They've struggled today, the Sharks, to take the ball on the full. As we see Buckman step into this one. Looks good off the boot from Buckman, but it's waved away. So he misses his first conversion of the day. So Buckman, 3 from 4 with the boot. The score will remain 22 points to 12 in favour of the Western Suburbs Red Devils. Shotter will get us underway. It's a shallow kick there from the number 6. Fielded there from Oyson. Oyson will get it on to Arndit, and Arndit takes a nice carry forward. They'll continue to go the open. Hardy gets up, plays the ball. Good tip on there from the two front rowers. So they're 8 out from halfway. The Devils. Price steams onto that ball. Tries to get up for a quick play of the ball. He can't. And it's a silly penalty given away there from Bevan Hodgson. This allows the boot of Bartley to find touch and pinch another 12 metres down the paddock. So they'll have 6 up their sleeve here, the Devils. Bunyan. He'll take tackle 1. Hobson at acting half. Bartley. Buckman. Nice run there from the try scorer Woods. Brings it back infield. He's 12 out. Plays the ball to the short side. Hedaya looking for the try line. He's brought down 3 shy. They're spread to the left here, the Devils. Woods. Earned it. Earned it, brought to the ground by 3 of the Sharks players. They got numbers to the left, the Devils. Goes to the wrong player there in Price. On the last, they've still got numbers. Bartley gives a nice line ball there to Bunyan. Bunyan crashes over. It could be 4 points here. I think it is. Referee Tyrone Jordan points to the spot. Well, the Sharks players were all saying that Bunyan was held up. But a great ball there from the veteran in Darren Bartley. Went to the line. Seen Bunyan run a great hole angle. And Bunyan scores back-to-back tries in this second half to the Devils. They've come out firing in this second half. 26 points to 12. The Devils extend their lead. Kick to come here for Cody Buckman. And he's only about 10 metres to the left of the centre of the uprights. And the Devils should have to think a bit of confidence starting to filter through the camp. And Buckman sizing this one up, steps in, looks good, that it is, flags are up, Buckman adds the extras, 28-12 in favour of the Western Suburbs Red Devils, looking to go back-to-back premierships. Shotter gets us back underway. It's a wobbly boot, angled at the sideline. It's come off the hand of Hedaya and gone over into the touch. And the Sharks, they'll feed the scrum. 20 out from the Devils' try line. And this will be their first chance attacking the Devils' try line in this second half. Still 27 minutes remaining in this second division grand final. Plenty of time on the board, but they're going to have to strike back shortly, the Sharks. Hanson goes crossfield, looking to split the defence of the Sharks. He can't. Gets to his feet and plays the ball quickly. Corrin darting out, scheming his way down the paddock. He'll pick up 5. He's 5 out from the try line. Plays the ball to Hodgson. Hodgson to the left, gets Skeets onto the ball. Skeets attracts 4 of the Devils players. He's looking to crash over. He can't. Shapes to go himself. Corrin, he does. Skeets at acting half. A wobbly pass there to Lucas. Lucas is swamped. Gets the ball free to Hodgson. Hodgson swamped. Gets away from the first defensive effort. Can't get past the second. We've got a Devils player laid out on his back. So time off here, called by referee Tyrone Jordan. So the Devils player up to his feet. Looks like Brendan Woods. Bagged 2 tries today. The Western Suburbs centre. Back to his feet, back into the defensive line. Here we go, time back on the Sharks. 5 out. Corrin goes to the short side. That's a wobbly pass there. An absolute shocker. Well, I'm not sure what young Corin was thinking there, but that one's nearly gone onto the freeway. So a wasted opportunity for the Sharks. The Devils, they'll play the ball 15 out from their own try line. There's Hedaya. He takes carry number 1. Same way they go through Price. Price is brought to the ground, rolled onto his back by the Windang Sharks defence. They'll again go that side. Zohar pumping those legs, trying to get over the halfway line. He can't, just shy. Bartley goes back inside to the big front row again. Price, carry number 2 for the big bopper. Hobson to Bartley. Bartley puts it onto the boot, splits the fullback and the winger. Wrong foot's Pepper there at fullback. It's rolled into the in-goal line. Chase is good from the Devils, but it's great work there from Pepper. He had no right to get out there, but Bartley comes across. Absolutely flattens Pepper, and it looks like it's on here. There's 4 of the Sharks players on Bartley. Where's the Western Suburbs boys to assist the veteran? They've left him on his own. They're still going. That looks like Shotter in the action there, the fiery number 6. Well, what were the Devils players doing? They left their veteran on their own. And it's still carrying on over there. Bit of feeling in this game starting to creep in. Tyron Jordan just blows the whistle there and stops play. It was a bit of a shoulder charge effort there from Bartley, but the reaction from Pepper, a little bit over the top. And then the Sharks players, they just swooped in on Bartley. We'll just listen in to see what Tyron Jordan and the touch judges have to say.
I'm happy with it, whatever you want to do.
Okay, we got the original shoulder charge.
I got past the shoulder charge.
Yeah.
After that, the 2 guys that I looked at was another Windang bloke. There was no punches thrown at all.
Yeah.
You were at the other crew over there.
Yeah.
So all I've got is shoulder charge.
Okay,
Yeah.
Darren number 2. All caution number 3.
Yeah,
okay. But gets involved and does throw a punch and goes and sits down.
Yeah,
so we'll caution him. We'll talk to Windang first.
Ryan!
Ryan!
So we'll just listen in here. So it's going to be a penalty awarded to the Sharks, I'd say, against Darren Bartley. But we'll just have a listen to what Tyron Jordan's going to say to the Windang Sharks.
We got the original penalty first for the shoulder charge, okay? Don't then need your guys coming in to escalate any more of that. Otherwise you find blocks in the front of sitting down, all right? Off you go, talk to him now. You've got 24 minutes. It's been good in the first half. Don't change it now, all right? Darren!
So the veteran Darren Bartley.
Number 3, Zach!
Get a chat from Tyron Jordan. Would be the first time that Bartley's been spoken to from the referee over the years.
You're waiting for this bloke for my report on him?
Yeah.
So Zach Rodriguez as well coming in for a yarn.
Okay, just listen. We'll get yours done with first.
I've got 7 coming in for the shoulder charge.
Yeah.
And the ball, try running the ball up, which we started.
Okay, thanks, lovely. All right. Penalty, original penalty's there. Your shoulder charge, okay, on the tackler. We then got Zach coming from a distance in to get involved in that left end. Okay, if he does throw a punch there, he does fall himself on the sideline. Okay, just like I said to Ryan, you've got 25 minutes. The first half's been good. Let's not change anything, all right? You'll start losing play.
So we heard there all the action from Tyron Jordan. So a penalty will be awarded to the Sharks. So we'll see Ryan Hodgson kick for touch. He'll pinch about 15 metres off the boot. So let's just see the defensive play here from the Devils. You'd want them to get up in the grill of the Sharks after that. The line speed good from the Devils there. The Sharks now 15 out from halfway. Skeets. 2 passes wide from the ruck. The big front rower. So Skeets just out of the halfway line. Jade Lucas takes a carry. He's over halfway. Centre of the paddock, the Sharks. They've got options left to right. They'll go to the left. Dean Hodgson. Good metres there from the number 13. Corin. Shotter on the short. Puts it on the boot. Splits winger and fullback. Bourneman goes back to field that one. In his in goal. Brings it into the field of play. Great effort there from Bourneman. Well, the kick was good from Shotter, but the chase was absolutely terrible. The defence of the Sharks here really coming up on the Devils, cramping them inside their own 20 at the moment. Price. Good metres there from the big prop. So that's 4 down and they're still inside their 30, the Devils. They want a big kick on the tail end of this one. Hobson darts out of acting half. Here's Bartley. Puts it high and wobbly. Pressure on the Windang winger. And he's gulped that one up there, he does. Veltheus, good take there in these conditions. Hanson at acting half, he'll scoot. Makes about 10 off the carry, goes crossfield, then brings it back in. He'll stand in the tackle, play the ball. Pepper out of acting half, straight into Oyson. Oyson over the top, the assistance of Bunyan underneath him. Ryan Hodgson scheming his way out of acting half, trying to push off the defenders, he can't. So both sides really starting to feel the pinch. They look on their haunches there. Lucas bumps off one, gets the ball onto Scoots. Scoots is brought down, 22 out, last tackle. 20 in from the eastern touchline. They've hands it, Shields to Hanson, but it's been intercepted there from Bournemouth, who couldn't get a full grasp on it. And Bournemouth would have been off and gone for all money if he caught that one. So it'll be a Sharks feed. 15 out from the Devils line. 22 remaining in this second division grand final. The Devils 28, the Sharks 12. Still plenty of time on the clock. Corrin at the base, gives it to Hanson. Hanson goes one-on-one with Hedaya. Hedaya brings him down. 5 out from the try line. To the open side they go. Through Hodgson. That's Bevan Hodgson looking to go over. Can he twist in the tackle? No, he can't. 3 of the Devils players holding him up and eventually putting him to the ground. Corrin at acting half. Hodgson. That's Dean Hodgson. Shows, goes, brought down. They're stacked to the short, the Sharks. They go that way. Scoots comes back in behind the ruck. Has Scoots rolled over? No, he hasn't. Just short was the call. Corrin. Hodgson. Shotter with a long ball. They've got numbers, the Sharks on the left. Gets flung out the back. Shotter goes to the line. Puts it on the boot. Chases are on. And it looked like it was a try from here, but no. Been tapped over the dead ball line by the Sharks player attempting to slam the ball down, so we'll come out for a 20-metre restart. There's Bournemouth, taps it on and goes forward. Picks up 10. The West winger. Armed it. Carry 2. Nice angle run there from the Devils winger in Ben Beach. He's had a good game, the number 15. The skipper, Donahue, he'll take a carry. Hobson at acting half. There's Arndit. He's been good today off the bench for the Devils. They're stacked to the short. That way they go through Oyson. Oyson just puts it over the line of defence. Pressure on Pepper at the back, but he swoops it up well. The chase is good from the Devils, pinning Pepper in the corner of the paddock. They're still trying to get onside here, the Sharks. Hanson will take a carry. He's attracted 3 of the Devils players. So they're all swarmed around the ruck, the Sharks. A little bit one out here in their own area. They'll go the left. So they're on the 30-metre line, 20 out from half. Shields palms off 1, palms off 2. Trying to get the arm free. That he does. Going to be 6 again here, the call. That it is. A Coronet acting half. Hayden G on the field for the Sharks. Scoots. Good carry. Centre of the paddock, 10 out from half. Shotter. Hodgson. Hodgson gets past the tackle attempt from Bartley. Can't get past the second effort there from Hedaya. Corrin brings Scoots back underneath him. Scoots gets the ball free. G again. He's looking to get the arm free. That he does. It'll be 6 again. That's the call. Matt Jones. So there's tackle 1. They're 30 out, the Sharks. Time against them. 18 to go. 28 points to 12 in favour of the Devils. Scoot slow to play the ball. Hodgson on the short. Out the back to Pepper. They've got numbers. He goes to the ground there, Pepper. He had a 2-on-1 scenario on the short. Hodgson scoots out of acting half. Gets past the first. Can't get past the second. Pepper with a long pass there to Corrin. Corrin with a long pass to Shotter. Shotter steps off the left, steps off the right, puts it on the boot, looking for the chasers. No one knew he was going to kick it. Bourneman gives it back on to Buckman. Buckman trying to get back in the field of play, but he's swamped there from the Sharks' defence. So in the end, a good kick there from Shotter. And the Devils just taking their time now in there in goal. Why they come around to do a dropout. So Darren Bartley being told to get this dropout done. It's a wobbly one angled at the sideline there from Bartley. Takes a bounce. Fielded by Corrin onto Skeets. And the chase from the dropout's good from the Devils. They're 15 metres into Devils territory, the Sharks. Shields. He'll go crossfield, bring it to the centre of the paddock. One out run there from the Sharks back rower. Gets to his feet. It's going to be awarded a penalty here. So as Shields was trying to get to his feet for a quick play the ball, he's been reefed back down from the Devils' defence. Corrin puts it on his foot. Hands it to Jones. Jones is brought down, 20 out from the try line. Shotter. He's got numbers, goes to Pepper out the back. Pepper gives it on to Hockey, but Hockey swamped there from the 2-try scorer in Brendan Woods. And now they're 5 out from the try line, the Sharks. They've got a big back line here to the right. Hodgson goes crossfield, brings G back underneath him. So they've still got numbers out to the right, the Sharks. They're going to go that way. Hodgson, a long ball there. Gives it on to the number 7 Hodgson, Ryan Hodgson, the skipper, on the last. They're going to go the short again. Hodgson, that's Dean Hodgson, gets it out the back to Shields. Shields trying to get the arm free, but he's swamped there by 3 of the Devils players. Good defence there from the Western Suburbs Red Devils, shutting down the big back rower in Shields. So 15 and a half remaining in this game. 28 points to 12 to the Western Suburbs Red Devils. We're going to see a penalty awarded there to the Devils. It was good work there from Ben Beach. He caught the markers unaware. They weren't square. And a nice touch finder here from Bartley. About 4 metres out from the halfway line. There's Brendan Nobbs, the back rower, upended by Hanson and also Ryan Hodgson. Matrevsky at acting half. To the captain, Coach Donoghue. Wouldn't he love to lift a trophy at full time for the second time in a row? Matrevsky at the base. Gives it on to Zohar. Zohar. 30 out, centre of the paddock. Bartley to the right. Goes to the line. Back inside to Matrevsky. Matrevsky gives it on to Zohar. Zohar looking to get the arm free. He does to Donoghue. Donoghue brought down 15 out, centre of the paddock. Bartley on the left. They go that way. He looks to go inside, outside. Finally gets the ball back. Gives it to Matrevsky. Matrevsky goes. Numbers to his left. There's a try to Zach Rodriguez. That's the game, you'd have to think. Another try to the Devils. Great lead-up work there from the Western Suburbs Red Devils there through Darren Bartley and also the number 21, Jake Matrevsky. They've extended their lead, the Devils. 32 points to 12, 14 minutes remaining in this grand final. And great work there from the Devils. So a cheer round the ground there for the try to Zach Rodriguez. And we'll see another Rodriguez feature later on for the Western Suburbs Red Devils in first grade when they take on the Thurul Butchers. The winner of that one going through to next week's grand final at Wynn Stadium. And Cody Buckman, well, he slotted one from here earlier on in the game. From the other end of the paddock, pretty much similar position. So we'll see Buckman try to add another two. Steps in, and he's just faded this one across the face of the upright. So the conversion unsuccessful there from Cody Buckman. So the score will remain Western Suburbs 32, the Windang Sharks 12. 12 and a half remaining in this grand final. And it's that man again, Jared Shotter, to get us back underway. Let's see the short kickoff. That it is, high and short. Chases are good. It's batted back from the Devils into the arms of Bartley, and Bartley gives it on to Huller, and Huller just steaming onto the ball, palming the Windang defence off. Makes good metres there, Hadea. 12 out from halfway. He's on the deck here, struggling to get to his feet. And we'll just see the outcome from this. Well, the touch judges haven't gone on, so there's no malice in that tackle from Ryan Hodgson. So Huller back to his feet. Get time back on. Matrevsky at the base to Bartley. Bartley gives it in to Beach. He'll play it on the halfway stripe. Matrevsky at the base again. Gives it on to Zohar. Zohar back behind the ruck. Good metres from the big number 8. He's brought down 30 out from the try line. Centre of the paddock. Matrevsky darts out. He's collared there from the Sharks defence. There's tackle 4. Oyson. Bartley. Bartley goes to the line. Gives a nice flat ball there to Hardy. Hardy's got the fullback to beat. That he does. Brings it round. Puts it under the black dot. There we go. Look at all the Devils players come and jump all over Kyle Hardy. Well, that ought to put the game to bed if it wasn't already done. The Western Suburbs Red Devils streak out to 36 points to 12 to a Kyle Hardy try. But the lead-up work again from Jake Matrevsky. Sensational there from the replacement, number 9. Got the 21 on his back today. And the Sharks, well, they know it's all over. They're just huddled up there in the in-goal line. All smiles in the Devils camp. And this big Western Suburbs Red Devils crowd are about 10 minutes away from cheering their side and them going back to back. And it poses the question, does the veteran Darren Bartley go one more year, or is this it for him? Another grand final to his cabinet. Another medal to hang up at home for the veteran number 7. Conversion successful by Cody Buckman. $38 points to 12. We're into the last 10 minutes of this grand final. Shotter gets us underway. It's a wobbly one off the boot. Down to Buckman. Buckman fields it. Gives it on to Huller. And good metres there from Sifa Huller. Just pushing the Sharks players out of the way. Here's Beach. Good metres there from the number 15. 10 out from the halfway line. The big Bokma Price gives it to Bartley. Bartley gets it on to the try scorer in Hardy. Hardy swamped there by 3 of the Sharks players. We're going to see a penalty awarded here to the Devils. So the Sharks here giving a piggyback penalty to the Devils. Bartley will find touch. Out on the 20-metre line, that one will find touch. And the veteran linesman, Darren Love, puts the flag up over there. There's Hardy. A nice, strong carry there from the 13. They're 10 out from the try line, the Devils. They're set to the left. Donahue gives an inside ball there to Price. Wouldn't the skipper love a meat pie? He's there. Oliveira, head down, trying to burrow his way over. But he can't. There's a swarm of Sharks players stopping the big replacement front rower from scoring a try. They're set out to the back. Bartley, he's got the ball. Shapes goes out the back to Oyson. Oyson steps off his left, goes past the defensive line. There's try number 2 for Sam Oyson. Great lead-up work there from the veteran Darren Bartley to give it on to Oyson. Oyson still had work to do, steps off the left. The defence did not want to know about it, and he gets try number 2 for the day. The Devils 42, the Sharks 12. And they're absolutely shell-shocked there, the Sharks. It's all over for them. They know it. And the Devils, all smiles in their camp. And I'm sure a big night ahead over here at Parish Park. They'll take the roof off Western Suburbs Leagues Club tonight. These second division boys, deserving so. Speaking to Shane Donahue before the game, he was saying that they've only lost a handful of games in the last few years, and they have been the form team of this competition for many years. This is 4 grand finals in 5 years for the Western Suburbs Red Devils. And Cody Buckman here, attempting to add another 2 points to his tally for the day. He's got 12 points so far. A try and 4 goals. This one looks good. That it is. So 16 points for Cody Buckman today. The Devils 44, the Sharks 12. And Shotter again. It's like Groundhog Day for him, bringing this ball back and putting it on the tee. A wobbly kickoff there from Shotter. Lands on the 10-metre stripe into the arms of Buckman. Oliveira, he'll bring it back. Gets past the first. Tries to get past Shields, he can't. And we're just going to see Oliveira clutch at the back of his head here while he gets up and plays the ball. So he might need a bit of assistance from the trainer. Beach, he'll take a scoot out of acting half. 15 out from halfway, the Devils. 5.5 remaining in this grand final. Jai Phillips. Matrevsky. Bartley looking for a 40-20. It looks good off the boot. Looks very good off the boot. And it is. We'll just wait for the call. Well, I think it was a 40-20. We'll just wait and see. And no, it's not. Well, from my eyes, it looked like it was a 40-20. He must have been very, very close to that red stripe, Darren Bartley. Nevertheless, a great touch finder there, and it's going to jam the Sharks in their own area. They'll feed the scrum, 15 out from their own try line. Ryan Hodgson to feed the scrum. Hanson, he'll take first carry from the scrum. Trying to bump off the veteran in Bartley, but he can't. He's wrapped up there. 20 out from his try line, centre of the paddock. Bevan Hodgson. It's a strip. It's going to be a penalty here. There was 2 in the tackle. Matrevsky stripped that one out. Whoa, and it's a bit of carry on here between him and Ryan Hodgson. There's the touch finder on halfway. Now the Sharks, they'd love to post a 4-pointer before this full-time siren. Good contact there from Oliveira, forcing the error. Well, Francis Ellis took the hit up there, but Oliveira just got straight up in the grill of the front rower. And the ball popped out. Just has not been their day today, the Sharks. The Devils have just outplayed them all over the paddock. So we see Buckman about to feed the scrum. Oysen at the base. Oysen to Matrevsky. Matrevsky to Beach. Beach gets past one, gets past two. He's just held on there from Quillavay, who brings down Beach. Bartley at acting half. Price brings it to the centre of the paddock. They're 20 out, the Devils. Hardy at acting half. Woods gets it on to the front rower in Price. Price steams forward. He's 10 out, centre of the paddock. They're left to right, the Devils. They'll go to the left to the skipper, Donahue. He'll go out the back to Bartley. Bartley with a long ball out to Phillips. Phillips gets it back into Rodriguez. Rodriguez aiming for the try line, but he's pushed into the touch line there. Good cover defence there from the Sharks. Rodriguez's leg just getting put into the touch line. And the Sharks will bring this one 20 metres from the western touchline, 10 metres out from their try line to feed yet another scrum of the day. And we're counting down. We're into the last 2 minutes of the second division grand final. And it's been a big display here from the Western Suburbs Red Devils. 44 points to 12 so far. And Quillavay take this one from the scrum. Trying to get up and have a quick play the ball. He can't. Hodgson into the acting half. He'll make a couple of metres there. Good contact again from Oliveira. Good front on one-on-one contact there from Hardy. Up on Wilson. There's Jade Lucas with a carry. Trying to get the arm free. He can't. He gets up, plays the ball on the last. Ryan Hodgson chips it over the top. Looking for the chasers. Phillips grasps that one. Well taken there from the winger. He'll play the ball 8 out from the halfway line. Beach comes in, steps off the right. Trying to get through the Sharks' defence. He can't. He'll play the ball right on the halfway line, the number 15. Phillips at acting half. He'll take a scoot. Goes crossfield. He gets up, eventually plays the ball. Looked like a bit of a knee in there. Buckman. Donahue goes straight and hard. 20 seconds remaining. We're about to see some action here when this full-time siren is sounded. But Bartley puts that one over the sideline. It's not going to matter because we're not going to see any more rugby league. We're into the final couple of seconds. Full-time siren has sounded here at Collegiate Sporting Complex. It is the Western Suburbs Red Devils, your 2019 Second Division Premiers. Back-to-back premierships for the Red Devils. Shane Donahue, the captain coach of this talented young outfit, will hold the trophy aloft in just a few moments. Well done to the Western Suburbs Red Devils. Commiserations to the Windang Sharks. They've had a sensational season, have the Sharks. Both teams finished on 23 competition points. But on for and against, the Windang Sharks were the minor premiers. as we see both sides out on the field. We will go through all the formalities in just a few moments. And then later on today, we've got the under-18s coming up, then reserve grade, and then the big one at 6:30, the Butchers v the Devils. We'll stay with all the live action here on the presentation. But this is Johnny Pett for Bar TV Sports, signing out for season 2019 in the second division competition. Congratulations to the Western Suburbs Red Devils. Stay tuned for the rest of the day for all the 18s reserve grade and first grade action. We'll see you all next season for the 2020 second division Shield competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the runner from Western Suburbs to win the 2009 Illawarra Second Division Shield Champion. Congratulations also to Windang. Finished as minor premiers, but today not to be congratulations on a great season, Windang Sharks. I'd like to call upon Paul Balfour, who's the Illawarra Division Board of Management representative for the Second Division Shield competition, to present medals to the match officials. Byron Jordan, referee, Darren Long and Cody Sims, touchdown. I'll call up the runner-up captain, Ryan Hodgson, to come forward and say a few words. I'd like to move on to the player of the match, which is Western Suburbs number 1, Cody Buckman. After a couple of grand final losses, Westview managed to take the second division shield in 2018 and made it back-to-back wins now in 2009. So Shane Dyer, the captain coach, would like to come forward.
First of all, I want to thank Ryan and Windang, not only for today's game, but all year. Today's score probably didn't do us justice to our Coast teams. It's a good team, 3 grand finals in a row. Congratulations. I think it ends up losing. It's a good team. I think we're short this year, and I fell asleep last year. So my boys, 6 weeks ago we were down and out. We lost 3 out of 5 games. Everyone had turned up to training. We ripped in. Last 3 or 4 weeks, I've never been in a team that wanted so much. Everyone was turning up to training. We were ripping in. We had a plan, and it came off. Everything we did worked. Last mention to the boys that didn't get out there today. When you play in a grand final, it doesn't matter at what level. There's always boys that play during the year that helped you during the year. So this isn't just for the boys that did play, it's everyone that helped out during the year. Thank you.
Congratulations, Shane. Congratulations, boys from Suburbs on success. The next match we've got is our preliminary final, number 18, between Western Suburbs and Daphne, which will kick off very shortly. So please stay